Salutations and welcome back to part 2 of episode 7 of Foxx Plays Kerbal Space Program, the 365-day challenge. So, in the previous part, we launched Kolossus II along with KL-3, the lander, and so we launched those, and we burned straight for the moon, and here we are, approaching the moon. So I'm just going to time accelerate a whole bunch, and we're already lined up to get our capture, with our capture maneuver here. Not quick enough. Alright, so it's 38, so we want like 19 seconds. It's freaking out with the shadows. I've gotten a lot of shadow bugs recently. I don't know if something changed. It seems like they changed something about the lighting in 0.9. Alright, so we're at 29 seconds, so we're like 5 seconds from burn. Alright, and here we go. So this is our capture burn. This will put us into a low-ish orbit around the moon. As you can see, still debris from the ill-fated KL-2, which Bill and Bob just barely survived. Alright, and that's us captured with a fairly circular orbit, close enough. So I think what we're going to try and do is, I think we're going to decouple this orbit. What's that? Oh, that's our launch stage that we ditched on a collision course with the moon. So that'll strike the surface and just obliterate itself. And I'm sure the scientists back at KSP are watching carefully for any kind of wobble the moon may encounter or undergo. You never know, it might be made of styrofoam. Don't think so, though. Alright, so we're going to decouple. But first, we're going to transfer Bill and Bob. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. And the reason we're not taking Jebediah is because we want Bill there, obviously, because he's the scientist, and we want him to take all kinds of readings and stuff. But we need Bob there because we have some construction that we want to do when we get down there. So decouple. Right, and that looks to be a good separation. Yep, clean separation. Alright, so let's turn this around here. And we're going to use our RCS to just kind of move us away from Kolossus. And I don't want to do a direct descent. So, not really sure how to handle that. Wrangling the SAS. I've gone back and I've realized that I've said RCS a bunch of times when I mean SAS, because the SAS is the system that is bugging me. RCS is Reaction Control System, which is the jets, these little jets filled with hydrazine, or monopropellant as it's called in Kerbin Space Program. Alright, so how do we want to approach this? I think we're going to wait till about there, and we're going to do our deorbit burn. And we're actually going to move this up a bit, and we're going to come in much more like that. Actually, you know, what's the harm? Yeah, see, I want kind of a nice steep descent. Just because part of my problem was that I was having, in the first attempt, was I was having a lot of trouble dealing with my lateral velocity. You know, moving against the ground. To the point where that craft needed to lithio brake, so to speak. Braked with the whole moon at once. So now I don't actually know how long this burn is going to take because our engines aren't even on yet, but we'll get a pretty good idea, I think. I think as soon as this levels out, can I not stage these? Guess I can. I'll turn them on manual like. Alright. Active. 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 Alright, so 9 minutes to our maneuver. Do some time acceleration. I think I'm going to give it like 20 seconds. So I'll burn it 10. It won't take that long now. I'll give it 5. So I'll burn it at T minus 5 seconds. And we're going to think of it as a 10-second burn. Even then, I still don't think it'll take that long because we got a lot of thrust here. Alright. It goes by fast though, because these are hungry beasts. 6, 5. Yeah, it's only about a 5-second burn. Just use some of our RCS to kind of make that a bit more precise. I do kind of want to use up some of the RCS just because it's heavy and I have a lot of it. Alright, so we managed about 160 delta V in about 5 seconds. So what does it say? Our thrust to weight ratio, surface, is 14, almost 15. So it's saying that our suicide burn distance is going up. Burn delta V. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to kind of time accelerate here. Let's hope we don't leave it till too late this time. You know, I think I want to burn a bit radial, just because I think we're coming down. Yeah, see, I want to come down right on the edge of that crater. Here we go. If you're wondering how we have all the SAS options on on this lander without Jeb there is this has a probe core. It's tucked up inside there, just right there. And actually, just going to name that KL-3. Okay. But yeah, it's got a probe core, and it's a top-level probe core. So it's the probe that's doing most of the heavy lifting. I like to think of it that Bob, being the engineer, knows enough to press the right buttons. I'm going to burn a bit more radial, and so as to kind of overshoot intentionally. That'll give us some altitude to play with for our... you know, we're actually getting kind of light on our Delta V budget. It's almost... well, we've still got enough. So we're going to need 500 thereabouts. I can use RCS. There's plenty of RCS. I just But yeah, I want to kill our forward velocity before I kill our vertical velocity. And sorry if this second part runs a little long. Alright, so 500, so 5 times 5 seconds, give or take. So 25 seconds. So do we have a time to impact? Well, this is going down, sure enough. So I'd say we start burning now. A lot of our thrust to weight ratio. This might be a problem. Start burning a bit more radially, just to keep us at altitude. Safe place where we can just burn away. We do not have enough Delta V to reorbit, so we're gonna have to send a rescue mission. That was not planned for. That was not planned for at all. No, we do have enough Delta V to land though, quite healthily. Landing gear down. I'm going to try and kill our lateral velocity now. This is an awfully heavy lander to just land on that one engine. It was not designed to do that. Our shadow. There, I think. Yep, that should be it. Oh, we're still gonna hit very, very fast. Maybe it could be worse. Okay, alright, we are safe. But 300 is not enough for an orbit. That's not enough for an orbit at all. Alright, and this is actually a pretty terrible landing position. No! What the deuce? That's how I wanted to go, and we've lost Bob again. Not again. Oh no. We lost a solar panel. Is that Bob? Oh no! That was Bob. Oh no. Alright, well, could have been worse, I suppose. Alright, well, at the very least, let's get on the moon. Here we are. Plant a flag. Better luck next time. Alright, well, we do have a little bit of construction to do. Just getting everything out. Fine. Don't go according to plan. See what I care. Did I lose a solar panel? I bet I did. Alright, well, this is going to have to be a big experiment. Come on, get up there. And we lost the other gas container. Of course we did. Well, I suppose we can take a surface sample. That was a crappy one. Let's take another. Ooh! So Bill has discovered something. Bob may have made another miraculous recovery, probably back at KSC already, but Bill has made a discovery, and he eagerly communicates that with his buddy Jeb in orbit, and he understands that he's probably going to have to stay a while on the moon, but he's okay. He needs time to work, time to study. So we're going to go to our map view, and he tells Kolossus II to head home. Alright, so we'll set our maneuver. We're actually in almost a perfect place for oh, we're on the opposite side from where we want. Alright, so I need to get better at moon landings, apparently. Used to be able to just kind of sit down with any old thing. I would kind of fly by the seat of my pants, but I haven't done that in quite a while. So, okay, we're going to fly around to our maneuver node. So I'm going to call that a 25-second burn, more or less. So we want there, give or take. I was incorrect. Alrighty. You know, I probably had enough Delta V to set down and rescue Bill, but wouldn't be right if Bob wasn't there too. So we're going to go retrieve him from KSC. As ridiculous as that is. I'm probably going to stop using the big three from now on, just because this gets a little ridiculous. If we lose somebody, we should actually lose them. Okay. So, whoop, a little bit of time acceleration shock there. So, I think we're going to burn just a little bit more, and we're going to separate the propulsion stage, and we're going to make our descent. Alright, and then we point normal. Just because I don't want us to hit the propulsion stage or the propulsion stage to hit us. So we just make double sure. Okay, yep, that seems right. So, alrighty. Point us retrograde. And as soon as you've done that, Jeb, you can just go SAS off. Alright, fine. We'll actually wait to hit the atmosphere. Wait to hit the thicker atmosphere. And you can go SAS off. Alright. Alright, and there's our propulsion stage. You'll be able to see it much clearer when it starts overheating. Alright, our heat shield. Heating up nicely there. It's past 0°C. Or sorry, that's ambient. Its temperature is over 600 degrees C. It's deadly magic. We did take just about as shallow an approach as we dared with this direct return from the moon. But it does seem we managed to avoid the over-G warning. Still dangerous to deploy our chute. That won't be true for long. And so our last stage, we'll decouple our heat shield, which is just dead weight, and our parachutes will pull us clear of it. Chutes. Okay, I guess they're set to deploy. I guess some version of real chutes is enabled, because for one thing these values are much different. Default values. Oh, there we go. Under canopy. That's our launch. That's our propulsion stage, or the last of it. Looks like something survived. Well, we'll have to go down all the way down to find out what it was. Still not the mission I wanted, but it'll do. Oh boy. Yeah, I apparently, it occurs to me that might have been one of the prototype versions of the lander that I worked on separately after that. And that's why, because I had the fuel lines, I remember flying it and testing it, that I had the fuel lines set correctly so that all those engines would use the same fuel reserve, so they'd run out at the same time. But yeah, oh well. We're just going to toggle SAS a little bit, just to make sure we don't roll too much, alright? And that's us, safe and sound, on the surface of Kerbin. We're going to recover that. So well, there's a new Bob. We just hired. Oh, there he is. But more of that next time. So yes, Bill has made a crazy discovery on the moon, and well, I think we're going to keep that a secret until the next episode. Anyway, that concludes Mission Block 1. I've been Foxonius, this has been KSP. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.